Hello, this is Olubengo. I hope you're okay. Now, today I want to speak about who you love versus who loves you. The disciples that Jesus loved, but the disciples that loved Jesus. One of the things I came to understand is that there is a wisdom of life where people get to a place where they understand who loves them versus who they love. I'll tell you a story. There's a time in Nigeria, a very senior politician had two children. One was an underperformer at school, but he loved drawing, he loved doing pieces of art. One was extremely intelligent. He went to Harvard to study law. And the father was actually raising him to become a politician in later years. And during family get-togethers, and even when politicians would visit the father, he would call the son from Harvard to come and say hi, and say, "This is my son." The other one would not even be called. Most of the times he would be in his room drawing. And most of the time he was separated. And the father disliked him because the young man was not interested in politics. He was not interested in books. He was totally opposite from everyone in the family. And the father really hated him. Sometimes he could not even support him to buy pieces of art. He was not really interested in him. He was used to abuse him. Then later on, the son, after like some years later, he became so sick at a certain night and he died the same day. And the father was not really emotionally triggered even when the son passed away. 2 days later, when the government did an investigation towards the death of the son, they realized that it was actually food poisoning. And the son was seated in the dining table and he had left a letter. And he said that, "Dad, as you had sat on the dining table, I saw plates being switched by one of your close friends. And I decided to eat the food that you're supposed to eat because I thought that the food might be poisoned, but I never wanted to tell you because I thought you would even abuse me." And the young man died because he was trying to save the life of the father. And the young man wrote in the letter, "Even if I die, at least let this send to you a message that at least I loved you." The other son was in Harvard, never actually cared about the father. He never came to see the father 10 years later. He was in Harvard building a law firm, and the father used to cry because the other son used to draw in his room, but he could come sometimes and check up on him. Never put your attention on the people you love more than the people who love you. There are people who shall never talk. They shall never say anything, but they love you. You have a mother in the village who lacks medicine, who lacks food. You have a girlfriend in town who you've known for 2 months. You spend a lot of money on her, money that you've never given your mom, things that you've never done for your mom or your sisters or your brothers. They love you, but you have chosen whom you love. Choose wisdom. This is Walubengs.